30,000 years ago, humans and wolves were not friends. They were competitors trying to survive in the same harsh world. The Ice Age was a dangerous place. Massive predators roamed the landscape. Food was never guaranteed, and every day was a struggle for survival. Among the most successful hunters of that era were wolves. They traveled in packs, hunted large animals, and dominated much of the northern world. At first glance, there was no reason to believe that wolves and humans would ever work together. One was a powerful predator. The other was an intelligent hunter armed with tools and fire. Yet somehow their paths crossed in a way that changed history forever. The story likely began around human campsites. Early hunter-gatherers hunted animals for food and used nearly every part of the carcass. Still, scraps remained behind: bones, pieces of meat, and other leftovers. These camps became attractive places for scavengers searching for an easy meal. Most wolves stayed away. Some approached too aggressively and were driven off or killed, but a small number behaved differently. They were less fearful of humans and more willing to remain nearby without attacking. For those wolves, the reward was simple: food. Over time, the calmer wolves survived more often than the others. They had access to a reliable source of calories without risking dangerous hunts as frequently. As generations passed, these traits became more common. No wolf consciously decided to become a companion to humans. Instead, nature favored the animals that could tolerate living near people. As centuries turned into millennia, humans began noticing something unexpected. The wolves lingering around their camps possessed abilities that humans did not. Their sense of smell was extraordinary. They could track prey across vast distances and identify weak or injured animals within a herd. Humans, meanwhile, had weapons, strategy, and the ability to coordinate complex hunts. Together, they formed an effective partnership. Wolves could locate and pursue prey. Humans could finish the hunt and provide access to more food. Both sides benefited from the arrangement. The relationship offered advantages beyond hunting. At night, wolves could detect danger long before humans noticed it. Whether it was a predator approaching in the darkness or an unfamiliar group entering the area, wolves often sensed trouble first. Their presence made camps safer. As cooperation continued, the bond between the two species grew stronger. What began as simple tolerance gradually evolved into mutual dependence. Some scientists believe this partnership may have given early modern humans a significant advantage over competing human populations. Having skilled animal allies could have improved hunting success, increased survival rates, and strengthened communities. Regardless of how large that advantage was, one fact remains clear: both species were changing. The wolves that lived near humans became less aggressive and more social. Their behavior slowly shifted from that of wild predators to something entirely new. Generation after generation, those changes accumulated. Eventually, the descendants of these wolves became the first dogs. Archaeological discoveries reveal that humans and early dogs shared a close relationship thousands of years ago. In some ancient burial sites, dogs were buried alongside people, suggesting that they were valued as more than hunting partners. They had become companions. As humans expanded into new territories, dogs followed. They crossed mountains, forests, and continents. They helped with hunting, protection, and survival in unfamiliar environments. The remarkable thing is that none of this began with a deliberate plan. There was no single moment when humans decided to create dogs. Instead, the relationship developed gradually, through countless small interactions over thousands of years. A wolf approached a campfire looking for food. Humans allowed it to stay. The process repeated itself again and again until an entirely new relationship emerged. Today, dogs are found in nearly every corner of the world. They serve as rescuers, guides, protectors, workers, and beloved family members. Their connection to humans is unlike that of any other animal. Yet their story began with two species that once had every reason to fear one another. What transformed that fear into cooperation was not force or control, but mutual benefit. And from that unlikely partnership came one of the most successful relationships in the history of life on Earth. A few cautious steps toward a campfire thousands of years ago eventually created the bond between humans and dogs that still exists today.